Hi, I'm Carl Bailing. I'm with Story Crossroads. I have a story. You have a story. We all have stories. I'd like to talk a little bit right now about the role and responsibility of the storyteller in the storytelling experience. Storytelling, as we know, actually needs two components. We need a storyteller and an audience. The audience doesn't need to be very large, actually, to have a storytelling experience. But the storyteller actually brings more to the storytelling experience than the audience, about 2/3 of it, actually. The storyteller is responsible for preparation, talent, voice, everything that goes into a good storytelling. It's not uncommon, actually, for a storyteller to put in 8 to 10 hours of good preparation time for a 1-hour storytelling event. Be prepared to put in the time to pay your dues to be a really good storyteller. Also, be prepared for an audience that may have different needs than you expect. You might need to expand your story to fill some time. You may need to shrink your story to fill whatever the needs of the audience or your producers are. Be prepared for alternate endings. Watch your audience. See what they need. But always, always bring your A game to your storytelling. The great Scottish storyteller Duncan Williamson was famed for being just as passionate, telling a story around the kitchen table to one person as he was to a large crowd of thousands of people. Bring your heart, bring your soul to the storytelling event. Storytellers need to be able to walk around inside of their stories and tell their stories. You don't need to tell everything that you know, but it will come across that you know your story very well. And be brave. Be brave enough to open your heart to an audience of strangers. Let them in. Invite them into the story. They are an integral part of why you're there, as a matter of fact. Let them come into the story and into your heart, especially if you're dealing with stories that are perhaps sensitive in nature. You may want to be gentle with those stories, but unapologetic. Sometimes they must and need to be told. They will remember you and love you for it. Lastly, trust the story. Don't try to force a story to be something that it's not. Your audience will perceive that. They will love you for giving them a full experience that only happens once. Be responsive to your audience. There are circumstances that you need to be responsive to. Children cry. Dinner was a long time ago. Steel chairs are hard. Sometimes it's okay to take a break, to take that 7th inning stretch. Invite your audience into your story. Invite them to be part of this experience. Know your story, love your story. Know your audience, love your audience.